Okay, what you're watching is a protest, a huge protest right now in London at the 10 Downing Street about from a pro-Palestinian protest, pro-Palestinian protest. And that is the word I want to really make sure you understand. And because some people will be trying to spin this that it's got about, the two areas they're talking about, Gaza and West Bank. It's this pro-Palestinian protest. And I think it's important to really emphasize that point. Look at the number, look at the queue, look at the crowd. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands. In some cases, if you were to stand on the ground, you would see people as far as the eye can see. You will see people as far as the eye can see. That is what is happening right now. This speaks to the injustice that is going on in what we call our world. The shame, the shameless hypocrisy of those that have veto powers, and how the use of those powers is resulting in genocide of untold proportions, flattening places in a open, what is effectively an open prison, where children, half the population are children, and they are being bombarded from air. So look at it. What are your thoughts on it? I'm not going to say much. I'm just trying to say this for us to understand what is being done and the injustice. This is this has got, this will have really serious ramifications. And one of the things that I really, the central reason why I am covering this is to focus on how this impacts Africa. The veto powers that have been used to support genocide. And I'm saying, I want you to really take into cognizance the what I said. The veto powers that has been used to support genocide, that's been used to silence anybody questioning the side that the U.S. supports, is in evidence enough for us as Africans in all the 54 African countries to pull out en masse from the UN and create our own body, because you can see the effects of the veto powers supporting genocide. The veto powers have been used to support blatant and open genocide, ongoing, unfolding right before our eyes. We speak truth to power on this platform. We're not. It's not about abusing. We are just stating the facts, and we're conscious that sometimes just speaking the facts is a problem. Look at the people. Look at the mass of people. Look at the mass. That's outside 10 Downing Street. I've been there protesting myself for our own cause, for what I believe. But that's yeah. Anyway, I've done that and I've read out things, so I do know what I'm saying. It's not just talking. Look at the amount of people there, and what is going on here. This will be the what will unfold from what has taken place thus far. I don't think those who have exercised those veto powers have fully comprehended what the result of their actions in supporting barefaced genocide that we are seeing unfolding before us. I don't think they've countenanced the the result of that action. So I just wanted to show you. We'll see how far or how long that goes on for. But I'm just showing you the huge, enormous support. And on top, in the middle of the screen, is the picture that you see there of Gaza. Gaza under attack. I might come and do a live broadcast, but I just think it's worth saying. But for me, as an African, the reason I'm covering this is to emphasize the need for us as Africans to understand that it is time to pull out en masse from the United Nations that is clearly being controlled by those who are using the veto powers to support genocide. They are using the veto powers to support genocide. That is a damning indictment on the institution that they create, that they say, oh, is speaking for the humanity. The very action of supporting this genocide is showing that they are supporting inhumanity. And the people are speaking. People are coming out. The horrors of what we are witnessing on a huge scale. If any other country, if it was an African country, they have got the UN together, they have got people together that have gone, okay, that have gone in, that have sanctioned them, they have frozen their accounts. The hypocrisy, the sheer blatant hypocrisy of the system that is doing this, and at the same time telling us to have any kind of any modicum of respect for such an institution that allows the propagation of genocide on children is unacceptable. It's unconscionable. It's unacceptable. And these are the kind of things that we are bringing to your attention. We do need for us all to be aware that what is happening here, what is taking place, is unjust. It is terribly wrong. It is not acceptable. Um, so I just wanted to I wanted to bring that to you so you could see what was being done, and just to give you context. So that's people. I'm leaving that there before I go off this broadcast. I'm going to come back again. But for Africa, for me, this is a moment at which we should now withdraw en masse from this body that's clearly been designed to perfect injustice. With all the warm words that they're saying, all the espousing of democracy and everything else, it boils down to their action when it comes down to the cut and thrust of what should have been done: immediate ceasefire. Instead, the U.S. protects the very people carrying out this untold and unending injustice. Yes, you can talk about Hamas and they can put a stop to that. Yes, that is valid to talk about. I'm not going to, but at the same time, in the whole situation of things, the overwhelming force and power of a state being used to obliterate the people who are effectively citizens within that state. And the UN is powerless, but the veto powers is being used to ensure the UN is powerless, is enough reason for African nations, all 54, to pull out of such a body. That's the reason why I'm covering this podcast. I'm focused on this from an African point of view, and we need to set up a world body. And the body that has been created by this structure is not capable of being fair and just. That role, I believe that we as Africans, creating a new body as African nation, with 30% of the world resources and 1.2 billion people who has been silenced, the time has come for us to set up an alternative body with other nations who we feel can actually, we will have to have this veto thing has to, those people who are holding onto those veto powers, they've shown that they are clearly unable to be fair and balanced in the use of such vetoes, and such people do not deserve to have it. They don't. It's as simple as that. But what are your thoughts? Those are my thoughts on things. You are watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Don't forget, go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY. Subscribe, hit notification button, give us thumbs up. Help us reach more people. Today, on the day, the 28th of October, 2023, the day in which there was an incursion, ongoing obliteration of people who are effectively defenseless. You heard Jan Egland say that what they're doing is basically trying to push the people out of the land to go into Egypt. Is the taking over the land by force, something that goes against the UN Charter, and yet those with veto powers are not sanctioning such a nation, whoever they may be, immediately. We have no business being part of such an organization. I put it to you all. African nations, take note. We need to pull out en masse from such a body that supports genocide. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Sezonewa, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and bye for now. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up. I'll be back later on. Thank you and bye.